we're live? I'm Dubin, and this is the Overpopulation Report. There are 83 million people born each year. That's about 200,000 people per day. Now, the replacement rate in the world to maintain a steady population is a 2.1% fertility rate. Now, in the developed world, so like the Ukraine, and Belarus and Luxembourg, there's a 1.5 fertility rate, which is lower than it should be. But in the developing world, like Central Africa and Zimbabwe, it's 6.2. 6.2! That's almost 3 times as much as the replacement rate. Now, because of malaria and AIDS and HIV, there are a lot of deaths in Africa. So that does make up for this very high fertility rate. But still, it's too high. Now, in 1999, the world population reached 6 billion. Now, it's about 7 billion. Now to Mathew Green at the world map.
So, world map. We have China in Asia with a population of 1.3 billion people. And then we have India right next to China with a population of 1.1 billion people. And then over in the Americas, we have the United States with a population of 313 million people. Billion, million. That is a drastic difference. Then we have Indonesia with a population of 250 million. And then we have Brazil with a population of 200 million. Again, 200 million against 1.3 billion. That is extreme. And our population growth rate is so large that countries such as India are expected to have 1.8 billion people by the year 2050. I'm Mathew Green.
Because of overpopulation, there's more poverty. There's more people are starving. There's more famine, more disease, more war, and more poor living conditions for people all over the world. The amount of food, water, and shelter that the earth provides is not enough for the amount of people on this earth. If everybody lived like Americans, only 1.5 to 2 billion people could survive. Now, we are only 300 million, so let's just take a few people, let's take a couple thousand people from each country, and then kill everyone else, and then we can live like Americans, and it'll be awesome. Or we can just enslave everyone else and make them work for us. Yeah, I should not have said that. That was not cool. Now, a Science Daily report in 2009 says that there's more CO2 in the atmosphere than plants can take in that we produce. Now, with deforestation and less trees in the Amazon rainforest, there's less oxygen being produced and more CO2. So that there has to be a balance to that. In 2050, there's going to be 9 billion people. 9 billion people. And that's really dangerous.
My esteemed colleague, that was just on a second ago, I don't know where he went, said very helpful items about our overpopulation. He mentioned such things as the China law. He mentioned how we have starvation, poverty. Such factors contribute to the decrease of our world population, which is essential. Otherwise, our world population will go through the roof, and we will have miserable conditions for everyone on our planet. If we keep some people in the low and some people in the high, such as we do now, we will continue to increase population, but not as drastically as it could be. We have major issues with our population. We're expected to level off around 9.2 billion people, which doesn't seem like much, but our planet cannot support 9.2 billion people. We just do not have enough land on our planet to support 9.2 billion people. everyone that we have on our planet must have food, must have water, and we need to have the resources for all these items, which we do not have. Which is why it is so sad that we continue to have such a high replacement rate for our population. It is vital that we raise awareness about these issues so we can reduce our population. In my opinion, having 8 children is not going to help our population. Having 1, having 2, keeping the numbers low will help our population because we'll have more stuff, more substance in our life compared to having 8 children where we will have nothing.
I'm Mathew Green.
And I'm Zach Dubin.
And this is the
Overpopulation Report.
This is Mathew Green.
And I'm Zach Dubin. At the... What the report? Matthew, I need the chair. You can get on your knees. I need the chair.
This is Mathew Green.
And Zach Dubin. And this is the...
You're short.
Yeah, okay. I'm Mathew Green, and I'm Zach Dubin, and then together this
I'm
is
Mathew Green.
You're
not.
saying, I'm Mathew Green, and I'm Zach Dubin, and together then we say, and this is the Overpopulation Report.
I'm Mathew Green.
And I'm Zach Dubin,
And this is the Population Over Report.
No, Matthew!
And this is the Overpopulation Report.
No.
This is the Overpopulation Report. I'm Zach Dubin.
I'm Matthew Green.
And we're idiots.
And this is the population. No, you're doing a population.
This is like the 10th time we've tried this.
No, okay, you're doing Zach Dubin, I'm doing Matthew Green, and then we're going to say the Population Over Report.
I'm Zach Dubin.
And I'm Matthew Green.
And this is
the
the
Population Over Report.
I'm Zach Green.
I'm Matthew Dubin.
And we're total idiots.